Look at that. I think it's a cherry blossom tree. Here in Brooklyn. Look at that thing. See if I can cross the street. That's in like full, I'm pretty sure these are cherry blossoms. They look like it. It's in full bloom. That's very nice. Pretty sure cherry blossoms, all right. I don't know how much it's actually raining right now. No, that's a mist, there's a mist. I feel like the fine mist is worse than the other stuff. Anyway, good morning again. It's Monday. We're walking. It's cold again, this polar vortex. Get out of my eyes or something, I don't know. We might even get sub-freezing temperatures again in the next couple of days, at least at night. So let's see how that goes. All right, who do I have to say hi to? Amber's Chamber Pot. Good morning. Deborah, good morning. Little G, Joan Haynes, RJ, Telever Salesman over on Twitch. Douglas Litton, Twisted Metal, Sally Scipio, Lynn and Graham. Is that a book, Deborah? A tree grows in my field. Okay, I'm just an uncultured swine, you know? Look at me. Dark Clouds, good morning. Conrad Dobler, hi. Gabby, good morning. Ethel, good morning. Steve Parker, good morning. Florian Schwartz, good morning. Is today metric system day? Interesting. Nova Rain, Joaquin Moore, Ron is here. All right, my thing is too high. Let's see if that levels it out a little bit. I'm getting too much umbrella. Oh, I'm in Tokyo. Good morning. Aaron Powell. Here we are. Good morning. Elliot Brown, it really does, and it gets into all my crevices. Strawberry Fields is here as well. Good morning. That's a poop pile. I just almost stepped in. Harsh Warden, hello. George H, good morning. Yeah, it's been like raining every Monday the last few weeks. April showers and whatnot, but now we're also combining it with much colder temperatures. That's a no for me. But I don't have much choice, so here we go. Maybe I should put some gloves on. I feel like that'll make me a little happier. If I gotta hold this umbrella anyway, and the phone, might as well let the hands feel a little bit more comfortable. I mean, I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. The problem with resting my umbrella on my shoulders is it immediately gets windier and then starts to try to fly away from behind my head. All right, I guess I don't I'll have to stop for this because I can't put my phone back in my pocket since I won't be able to take it out with my gloves again. I'm sure I could. It just becomes another obstacle. Okay. Now I gotta hope I can get back to where I need to be. What's the point of all this? Face unlock worked. Okay. George H, Masio, Atunya, Nomad, yo, Colleen, Allie's here. Rainy for you too, oh boy. Marie Wiseman, hello. Sheila, Bear in the Garden, Luke Skywalker, Travis Weeks, Darren McCann. It is a book and a film. Okay. I'll have to get in on that. All right. I'm trying to scroll right now while holding. Okay, I can't scroll and hold the umbrella with gloves. I am limited to unlimited. Y'all ready for this? Dun 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 dun. Y'all ready for this? All right. Still nowhere near caught up. Oh yes, sorry. I I meant to respond to some of those comments from the last stream. Yes, we got in touch with the wallet owner. He didn't get back to me until almost noon, but he got back to me, and we got it back to him. He said it's a good timing too, because with the, he would have lost his license. It was in the wallet, and he was about to rent a U-Haul the next day to move. So that could have been a big wrench in his plans. Anyway, we're good. We got him. Upwards and onwards. This gas is $2.93 now. Did that change from last week? Speedy gas? $2.93? I don't know. I got to catch up here. Vernon Dent, good morning. Victoria Morrison. Angvid is here in Rotterdam. Good morning. I'm trying to scroll, not screw. Jeffrey Wu, Rebel Rel. You got Parkinson. I might have to scroll all the way to the top because this is getting to be untenable. Stochastic, Gigi's here. Hello, hello. Septic topics. I'm almost there, I think. All right, I gotta switch my hands. All right, we're ready. Let's go. I wanted to make that light. Tom X, hello. I'll have to switch my umbrella. Korea is implementing tariffs on my umbrella. Oh no! John Casella, good morning. At least my umbrella was made here. Oh man, my pocket is getting wet. The mist is worse than proper rain for my stuff. The mist is worse because it just gets under everything. It just gets under everything. Yeah, it's still misty. Oops, almost tripped. But not really. Dora Lord. Hello. Jacqueline Dalamal. No merch, no saunter. No. He doesn't even know we found it while we were on a YouTube stream. Leon, good morning. Did SNL really say something like that? And it's like bringing quinoa to a barbecue? Yeah, that person would get thrown out, right? I'm still scrolling. Nicktastic, hello. Joy, hi. A Sbarro sketch. I need this. I need to see this. Chris Bates, good morning. Septic Topics, thanks for the membership. I appreciate you. Sherry, good morning. Nicktastic, good luck with work. Frogman, good morning. The Sbarro was in Syracuse? Interesting. William D'Angelo, good morning. Okay, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I gotta switch my hand. I can't keep leaning the umbrella against my shoulder. There's enough of a drizzle and a mist that I have to protect my camera. So here we are. You were just there, Septic Topics at the Sbarro? Marina, good morning. Michael in Virginia, hello. I got another thing happening in my backpack. I'm annoyed that it got colder again because I finally set up something to battle the heat buildup. I got this little blower exhaust fan. Oh man, this is actually going to be a lot of cars. I guess I'm going to take this opportunity to cross. I got a blower. Yeah, there's a lot of. I think we have to wait for the cars to actually stop. Yeah, have to wait for the light to change. I mean, of course, I have to wait for the cars to stop. What a stupid idiot! Make a mistake, computer. Sly and Y, good morning. I feel like I already missed some chats in my street crossing. Storm Z. Is that SNL's Insta page on the rehashing? Interesting. Diana Lee, hello. Pamela Smith, good morning. Will, good morning. Did somebody ask for a song for the rain? Do 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 do. Nope. The power draw of the fan. That's what I'm going to find out today. I don't have it on the max setting. There's a setting switch on it with 3 settings. I put it on medium just to see what the battery draw would be because I tested it pretty extensively at home, which was like the ambient temperature when I was doing the testing yesterday was about 74, so warmer than it was the other day when it was in the 60s, and we had, I think they're both turning, in the 60s we had the heat issues, and it did substantially take down the temperature in my compartment. But the real world scenario is not always the same as indoors. That's why I was hoping it'll be warmer outside. Let's do a proper test. I'm spinning a lot of plates, Elliot. That song's resurgence on social media seems to have faded. That's a good song by Soul Decision. Faded. It's kind of a, I don't know, a stripteasy song, but it's pretty good. RK Chauson, feel better. Enforcer, good morning. Mademoiselle Rhapsody, hello. Amy B, hi. Mike B, NYC, good morning. Those are magnolias just now, if you were talking about the tree of past. Vegas and Walk Sean, hello. Frank the Tank, hello. Good morning. Steve B, good morning. Oh, it's a two-way. There's a car coming that way, but the light's about to change. It's red. All right, I gotta catch up to the chat. I don't know how I got behind. What am I doing? John Burke, Joanne P. Family show. All right. So I'm gonna see what the battery. I still have the fan running. Thirst burster. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we're at 1440 p.m. It's getting a little windier. I'm not excited about the bridge today. The wind's coming from all directions too. The best kind of wind. Yep. Great. It's not a strong enough fan to do that. All right, I'm missing chats. I'm sorry, I can't scroll anymore. If I miss you, it is what it is at this point. Hank P, hello. And if there's any over abuse of a GPT today, there's no chance. I'll never see any chats. Laura, good morning. Looks sight walkers here as well. I might have to get knowledge of who's here by other people saying hello to the people who joined. I'll infer. There's Wakshan already abusing GPT. Over abuse? Yeah, I guess so. But redundancy and alliteration are both my middle phrase. I guess it's a word. It looks like I win again, Strawberry Fields, and everyone else loses. This is the game. I always win. Time to play the game! I mean, I've seen those hoverboards they make. They've turned those drones you could sit in. Didn't Casey Neistat once go on it? I lost the game. Oh, God. I said it. No, I never agreed to play that game. Therefore, I cannot lose it. One cannot lose a game they didn't agree to play. Looks like I win again. Well, I would think with definitions, GPT is. I bet it's in Merriam-Webster if you look it up. With math, GPT can be convinced of some weird stuff, but I imagine definitions are a little less tricky for it. When the rules are as arbitrary as that, Allie? Yeah. What did they say? There's what is it? Who was that? Bartolini or something? Law. The amount of energy needed to produce nonsense is exponentially less than trying to refute it, or something like that. It might be redundant, but if it exists as a word, it can exist in all vernacular. Lights changed. Brandolini's Law. Thank you. Thank you. That's the one, Florian. Yeah, what do they say? You can't win an argument with an idiot because you're trying to argue ideology at that point, and that never works. It's not worth it. The bridge stats don't come with GPT, so they're accurate. That's good. Darby G had 48 months of membership. Holy moly. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting out the shoes. Supposedly Mark Twain. Nobody will ever know. We're just going to reattribute that to Bagels and Wakshan. But thank you, Darby, for the 48 months again. 4 years. Missouri. This place is like all around the United States. I don't know if you remember, I said that last week. There seems to be a very high concentration of out-of-state plates here. JD, good morning. That's right, Gary, just baffle him. Tom X, I'll let Strawberry Fields handle that one. My ENT said never use mouthwash. I haven't seen him in a while. I saw him for that like weird tonsil issue I had, which ended up being nothing. But he said the mouthwash just messes with the normal flora of your mouth. So he never recommends it. I mean, okay, the question about work I can kind of understand, because if everything about this channel is me walking to work and commuting for work, I can understand. It's like I'm ignoring Connecticut. That's an interesting Connecticut. Oh, it's a classic vehicle plate. This Toyota's a classic vehicle? I mean, I guess if it's old enough, it could just be considered classic. That's why parents don't make medical decisions. Sometimes even the medical decision should be taken out of the parents' hands for the consent purposes. Oh, did they not say hello again? Oh boy. Usually it's pretty easy for me to like click on their name in my chat thing, and I can see their entire messages for the stream. Add Elton John to my list of clients? I mean, it might be time. Just use vodka at that point, subject topics. Wrong advice can be given, of course, even by medical professionals. Some medical professionals are also in their own world. I mean, you can't take everything that's given to you at face value pretty much at all times. The problem with doing your own research, though, is like to be able to sift through medical research, you know, it takes a certain understanding of the base material too. Yeah, it's just, nothing's easy, let's just put it that way. Is that bus turning? I can't tell. Nope, not turning. Well, it has a limited sign on it. I thought they changed all the limited buses to select buses. SBS. I haven't seen a limited sign on a bus in a long time. If you want to see a good example of a physician with incredible patience, but also humility and whatever, look at Dr. Mike's video where he has to sit in a room and be berated by 20 anti-vaxxers. One of them even had the audacity to tell Dr. Mike, "I study and read. That's how I know that vaccines are BS." It's very... This is what I mean about arguing against like ideology. You can't change someone's mind who doesn't change their mind. or who can't, look at all perspectives and formulate opinions kind of correctly. They'll find the 1% of studies that say something, and then we'll latch onto that. Anyway, it's a good video. If you want to watch a shorter version, you could watch on Dr. Mike's channel for like the reaction to it. Okay, what am I going to do over there? There's not an easy way to get through. I guess I'm just going to cross. I don't want to deal with that. It was a hard watch for sure. I watch everything at fast speed. Unfortunately, you can't really fast forward lives or put them at a higher rate. Well, at least until the cache catches up. It does work for a little bit. Yeah, I like Dr. Mike because he uses his power for good. Yeah, he might have gone viral because he was like Instagram's hottest doctor. But he could have used all that fame for, pushing skin products or vitamins, but he doesn't do any of that as far as I've seen. He actually tries to give solid medical advice based on evidence and research. How many times did you toss a coin, prove 50-50? Is that a science question? I'm also my 4th decade, Michael. Well, you just can't generalize though, Ali, It's like the same people who say all cops are bad. But you can do your own thing, You can question things, but it is easy to take progress for granted. Like the polio eradicated, but you still see the effects of people who had polio in their youth. You get permanent damage, and it can be really bad at some point. All right, it's getting a little crowded here. We are practically covered from the rain, though, because the extra thing from the train. Sorry, that was a long pause. All right, I'm very behind on the chat again. Sorry. I got to scroll to the top. I feel like I'm not moving fast enough either. That's right, Vernon. Uber. Good morning. I'm getting along there. Hold on. Moon, good morning. Tamiflu specifically gave you pancreatitis? There's also the question of causation and correlation. That's something to think about also. But I don't know the exact effects of Tamiflu and potential pancreatitis. I'm not sure what the rates of that side effect are, what that is. But Tamiflu is another weird drug also. It only works in the first 48 hours after you develop symptoms. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. RZ, hello. Lobo, good morning. You dropped your apple. You just eat it fast before the dent becomes like worse. That person has something that says insecurity. That must be why they're on the sidewalk on their jacket. Massachusetts in the crosswalk. If you remember, like, I don't remember, but it seemed like back in the 50s and 60s or whatever, there was no, like, collaborative management for your care. You just do what the doctor says. I guess there was also a time when doctors suggested smoking cigarettes. But, you know, research does evolve and shows us what's good and what's bad. It's the people who don't change with the times, who don't accept the new research, who can become more problematic. I don't know if it's... Nah, it's still a little misty. Acid Master, thanks for the follow. Well, I have to get correct. Acid Master's F1. See, Pooper, that's what I mean, causation, correlation. Virginia Slims. Oh, that's a dead rat. I'm looking at, yeah, the puddles still have a very light drizzle on them. Ugh. But I missed that puddle. Green eggs and ham, that'll do it too. We'll fix everything. Yeah, the math and all the stuff that goes into space travel, I wish I could understand it. What about like the 1,000-year egg? I don't know if there was ever a stop there. It seemed quite rolling. Weather look at Brooklyn will work. 40. Oh, it's 40 now? I thought it was 43. We're dropping in temperature. I think I put on my gloves. I do not like red lights, so no. I have no choice though. There's a lot of cars. After this blue one, I think I can go. The dark blue. Reese's or Cadbury? I do like the Cadbury eggs. They are very sweet. But I also like Reese's. They are sweet too, but I don't know that they're as sweet as those Cadbury eggs. Metro by T-Mobile? No, that's been around. That's been around. I don't know how old it is, but I feel like I've seen it for at least 7-8 years. It's just one of those MVNOs that just resell at a cheaper price. There's a saying about surgeons, The best surgeons are the ones who know when not to cut. Past time bubble. Uh-oh. Why was there a black screen just now? Wait, what? I'm not even sure what happened there. I'm looking at my phone and I see full... All right, well, this guy still has a red light, but he really wants to go. That was strange. Cop too. Yeah, that person should not have crossed like that. That person. RT server now. What? What is that? All right. I don't know. I changed the cable again. I wonder if the cable is not good for this. I changed the cable again. How was the music? How was the music this time? All right. I changed the cable. I hope that'll do it. Maybe there's something not right with that cable I've been using. Thought I had a good one there. I'm not in a cop car, no. Let me at least try to cross the street. I'm definitely not caught up on any chats there. Do the songs have titles? Well, most of them are just dates. That's how I did a lot of it. I would start like doodling around, fiddling around in Fruity Loops or FL Studio, And then when I saved it, I would just save it as that date, and then that's how it would be. Unfortunately. Some of them have interesting names, like Techno Man. Is that interesting? No, not really, but I still remember which one that is. The date ones I don't remember as well. No, I don't have a Spotify thing yet. Should I do that? Maybe it's time. It was like Legend of Zelda music, huh? All right, so I swapped cables. I have spares, of course. Though I was trying to look for my tried and true one that's been working pretty well for the last year, but I stopped using that one because it developed fraying near the connector. But yeah, they might have to halt trading today. Sometimes when the market opens, we saw this a couple of times during COVID. Because there's such a fast sell-off, they have to halt trading. Rain has picked up again. That's true, I can crowdsource the titleage. If you use your same powers as you do for naming cruise ships, they could have something. The Esplanade by Waterside Plaza? Oh man, I haven't even thought about that yet. Colleen, we returned the wallet. Somebody else made another comment on that video. That I didn't get to respond to yet either. The person who was in the Amazon e-assisted thing and blocking the crosswalk. The comment was like, the person realized their mistake and looked like they moved up for you. Well, I mean, if you want to go that far, the mistake was crossing the white line and being in the crosswalk to begin with, not just because there happened to be somebody in the crosswalk at that time and they realized their mistake. They knew what they're doing. Also, it boils down to what I said the other many streams. How you do anything is how you do everything. So I imagine they get into the crosswalk every time, but that's generalizing maybe, but who knows? Let's see. Looks like we're clear. Yeah, I'm glad I sold off because I had to liquidate some of our stonks to make sure there's enough to handle the contractor work for the new apartment. So we don't need that much, but I'm still glad I sold before all this stuff happened. Not everything, but the rest hopefully I'll just sit on and wait. Dimitri says I'm a secret agent. Hello. You're not due for one, Michael B? I thought they lowered the colonoscopy screening ages to 45 even, didn't they? There are so many more young people being diagnosed with colon cancer these days. I thought they did change the screening years, but I don't remember. Sure. Yeah, everything's on sale. Let's see how much lower it can go. The problem is panic selling. Because the thing with the stock market is, I'm not a finance guy at all. But the thing with the stock market is, you don't want to put money in the stock market that you need. In the next 2 years. I don't know, it's like an arbitrary number. I don't know what the actual recommendations are, but if you're going to need that money for like a down payment pretty soon, within a couple of years, I would say put it in a high yield savings account or like a CD or something, but not into the volatile stock market. Because yeah, you never know when the leader is going to just come out and say, I'm doing something that's going to break everything, you know? Or another COVID happens, you know? Oh, the circuit breakers. Man, this traffic is awful. The rain is not helping anything at all. Well, it never really does. Except, I guess, the trees. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if, I would think Cologuard is also decent, but I don't know if it's as effective at finding like early stage stuff. But I don't know, maybe it is, I have no idea. I do remember at some point, if you have anybody in your family who was diagnosed, like immediate family, diagnosed with colon cancer, whatever age they were diagnosed at, you should get your screening started at 10 years before their diagnosis. But I don't know if that's changed either. Is it Friday yet? Thanks for the follow. I can answer that question too. It is not yet. Yep. With the colonoscopies too, they could remove polyps while they're in there and also send stuff off for pathology too. So you can like take stuff out that could potentially develop into something else, you know? Putting everything back into Beanie Babies, do it. Yeah, I've been noticing Tom from Walks in Wall Street posting more like real estate and walking videos, but I haven't seen him do a live in a few weeks. Anybody know what's going on? I'm not sure. Jean-Jacques, good morning. This is a good time for him to be doing lives with all the stock stuff going there around. There's a lot of content. Jim Walker, good morning. Fingers crossed for you too, Chris. Yeah, I want to avoid surgery as much as possible. Being alive is a social construct. Yeah, that's the gift and the curse of self-awareness and consciousness. It's it is what it is. Grams of protein, a David bar. Wow, the final protein bar. 20 grams of protein, that's a bit for a protein bar, right, of that size. I saw something called protein, well, not called, but apparently they have protein ice cream. Was that one of his punishments, Allie? I vaguely remember. It's like in front of a bunch of people too, right? $40 degrees. I wonder if that hiccup is gonna not let us get to the bridge by 9 a.m. That's my usual benchmark for our walk. Get to the Williamsburg Bridge by 9 a.m. Can you sell music as NFT? Oh boy. NFTs. What a thing. I have to wipe my screen down. Some weird stuff is happening. The water droplets are causing the phone screen to be getting phantom touches. Yeah, with the fan right now, I know it's also like cold outside, but with the fan, the Bella box right now is at 22 degrees Celsius. So it's like in the 70s Fahrenheit. There goes walk, Sean. I have the fan going so I can see how much it drained by the end of the stream out of this battery. 22 degrees Celsius. We're going to a little farm soon. Protein ice cream with soy milk. Be interesting. Oh yeah, Bear in the Garden must know about investing in bear markets. Crystal ball futures. Oh boy. I would say it's more weather patterns than that. I always get a little wary when people attribute divine intervention on atmospheric changes, but that's just me. Well, when we were streaming on Friday, it was at 62 Celsius. So we are at a difference of 40 degrees Celsius right now between Friday and today. But I think it was my wire that was bad earlier. I think it was my wire. So I can't use that wire anymore. Mr. Big Dass, hello. Oh, is Manhattan Henge happening soon? Well, I guess it would be Henge, not Hinge. They're not like putting a door in Manhattan. Sorry. Here's a McDonald's with like a drive-through walk window. All right. I'm like in a sea here. All right, here we go, here we go. We got how much more? 6 more minutes to get to the bridge. Okay, let's try this. Donna's over on Twitch now. Hello. Manhattan unhinged, yes. That's a whole different story. The wind. A mini fridge? We're doing it. I don't know. There's still like a slight misty drizzle. I don't know. I guess that bus is trying to turn you, but if everyone's walking, I'm going to quickly cross too. Right, these guys have a red light, but oh no, we have the green light now. I don't know. I'm looking at the puddles and I don't see any droplets right now. It might be the time to close this thing for now. Get a little break, maybe for the duration of the bridge, I would hope. Cannot close it. There we go. KC Blazer, good morning. Julie Horton, good morning. co-working space here called The Yard. It's kind of like a WeWork. Flora, good luck. How many 6 seconds? I don't want to miss this. Oh yeah, oh, there's no cars. I also just realized how much slower I'm walking than I should be. RJ, have a good one. Dave, good morning. We got Horton's whole family here. Aliens should show up now. So why not? At this point. They dug out a huge hole. Can't even see it from here. Oh well. Had this lot to my right. I've tried all sorts of things for water shooting. We had a whole dome set up for this thing, but it made everything too smeared looking. And the action cameras don't look as good unless you use a gimbal, and the stabilization doesn't work right. And I have a wire plugged into it on my end, so that already compromises the water resistance. What is that? It's picking up again. I'm feeling droplets. I'm gonna have to open the umbrella because my camera's gonna get a little funky. Carl Skis, good morning. I appreciate the thoughts, but just assume I thought about it. Mist is back. Brittany, baby girl, good morning over on Twitch. A Ziploc, interesting. I know Cool Monster also does some sort of a bag thing for the gimbal, because the phone itself is rather water resistant, but the Pocket 3 is not at all. Panda Gabs, good morning. Train. That is the J over the T train. That's the J train. It'd be very nice if next Monday there's no rain. Can somebody confirm how many of the last Mondays I've had to have an umbrella for? Like, let's say the last month, the last 4. Like, or even just had it out and ready for on and off rain. At least we gained a degree, 41. Well, thankfully I have gloves on today. Last time we did this without any gloves, it took a while for my hand to recover. Like an hour. Tomorrow sunny, next week sunny, good. Yeah, Monday's a tough enough day as it is, right? Gotta go back to work. You might have partied too much that weekend. And now it's also raining. Because rain sucks if you walk or drive. More accidents on the road. More wetness and umbrellas everywhere when you're commuting. The train floors are all wet and slippery and dirty. Extra dirty. Monday, can't trust that day, that's right. Did I party too much? Nah, not too much. Not as much as the wedding last weekend. Yeah, nothing dries out, right? It's just the whole thing. It's the first day of the week. They shouldn't make it harder than it already is, right? Well, I mean, social construct. Never forget. Monday's Monday because we decided it's Monday. That's a pretty good exercise you got there, Strawberry Fields. It clears your sinuses too. Monday, March 10th was the last dry commute on a Monday. Wow, thanks for checking during the garden. See, it has been like a month. I hope he's okay. See, he's doing the right thing by walking his bike on the pedestrian side, but I wonder if the bike is just busted and he can't ride it. Or he's just going to be choosing to do it. Seems okay. Who knows? We're on the Williamsburg Bridge, for those wondering. Not many folks on this bridge today. Thankfully, it's not super windy right now either. J-train. Colleen, thanks for joining. Hello. Yeah, the reflections, the gloominess of the sky too, and the fogginess makes the pink stand out a little bit more, even though it is fading over time. That's right, Ron. He knows the drill. Neon Taito, hello. Didn't Taito make the Bubble games? Stuff. Gigi, have a good one. Thanks for popping in. Back to saying popping again, I guess. No, Neon Taito looks pretty steady to me. Crash Davis, welcome back. ambient temperature yesterday when we were at 74 ambient, and I was testing the fan in this backpack. It kept it at around 42 Celsius, which is still fine for these things. Taito did make Bubble Bobble, but also Space Invaders and Arkanoid. Arkanoid is Brick Breaker, as far as I remember. Yeah, it's definitely much wetter this Monday than like last Monday even, as I've splashed stuff enough water from my walking on the back of my pants that I could feel the pant like sticking to the back of my leg. Feels good. The rubber pants. I should be impervious to fluid. Squishy step. M-train. Pine tree, hello. Yeah, seems like the cable swap did do the trick for now, but there's still a good chunk left. We'll keep watching for the rest of it, but at least I know that cable that I have is out. That one's no good. M-train. Ambrose's next marathon will be run in a full rubber suit. That's got to be very dangerous to do. Yeah, let's see how resilient it's going to be when it's done. Well, I guess we have to wait for a big storm for that to even happen. It all came out of Sandy, as far as I understand, why they even started to do that project. It looks like they repainted part of the fence on this side. You can even see like the faded pink areas with the smaller bars, while some of them are also rusting off completely. But anyway. Eggs. Trash bag. Might be the way. Phil, glad you're enjoying. I think it was a combination of things Friday, but it looks like the cable was also part of it. I thought it might have been overheating, but the cable seems to have been contributing because today, much cooler and I have a fan going, and we still air it out with the same capture card error. And I swapped the cable and it's been good since, so I don't know if that's a good idea in the rain. The zigzagging thing. BBW fart on Kick wonders if walking this bridge is a good date. I guess it depends. If you're just walking to get to know each other, it could be alright, might be a little noisy at times. Oof. I don't trust those brakes. Trash bag on the leggings at the gym. It's super effective. I'm assuming these aren't like real trash bags, right? These are some kind of pants that are like MC Hammer pants or something. They are the harem pants. Yes, you're all on a date with me. Ah, see, Twisted Metal and I have the same thought. Teresa, welcome back. Well, we're on Williamsburg Bridge, walking into Manhattan. In a sunny day. I know, I keep going back to that because you said it looks like it's raining today. I didn't know how to respond to that, so I had to become sarcastic. They are lighter plastic pants. They warm you up without sweating. Interesting. I'm not convinced about that last part. Hey, they outlined the little walking guy, I think. Carl C, good morning. Just spandex? Yes. Is this the longest bridge in the 5 boroughs? You know? I'm not sure. Something I should know. I think it is quite long. I think it's like 7,200 feet. Well, I guess once you're working out, don't the muscles warm up on their own because of the blood flow? Oh, I need to weight vest. I don't know how to. And an ab wheel. I like those. I forgot that I enjoy them. I'm almost back to full flat. Almost. Okay, looks like Diva Slova is back on Twitch. You said the same thing like a few months ago. I don't know. You haven't changed your tune at all. They're saying, let's see, I'll read the message for you YouTube folks. Do you feel safe, relaxed, walk the streets? Because to me they look dangerous and uncomfortable. I feel stressed by watching them. Garbage on the floor, graffiti all over the walls. Yeah, they came in a few months ago, same person, I remember the name, Diva Slova, and they spewed the same nonsense. So I don't think I'm going to entertain it anymore. I bet they even forgot they did it or something, I don't know. Oh, Verrazano's huge, yeah, but we can't walk over that one. All right, got to be careful here. And then we're going to make a right. I don't know if anyone else on Twitch remembers that or if it's just me, but I definitely remember that name. And the way that everything is phrased. Could be a bot too, who knows? I hope that's not, I hope that's chocolate. Let's put it that way. Oh, Strawberry Field's taking a look at that too, over on Twitch. You remember it too, right? Yeah, same person. Toilet brush salesman timed him out for a little bit. Oh, they're saying Moscow and St. Petersburg is better. Sounds like they might be Russian. И что из этого? Какая разница? I said, what's the difference? What's the point? Because that sounds like they're Russian, so I'm going to make them question everything. It's like, oh, no, this guy speaks Russian. Well, they're timed out now, so it didn't sound like they're going to come up with anything better. Anyway. It's just so weird. Like, they say it makes them nervous to watch it. But they're choosing to watch it. And then they say just watch videos of St. Petersburg and Moscow. Why don't they just do that? Rather than come into a stream that makes them nervous. It just makes no sense. Zoom out. Sorry, it's that Pete Holmes joke. Kind of love room temperature comments, yes. Just English, Russian, very poor Russian, a very teensy bit of Spanish, and I guess I can speak Pidgin a little bit. Photos, good morning. Yes, get the coffee going. Today's definitely a coffee day. Look at it. April Horror Queen's back. Good morning. Rebel Bar, 1971. Nope. I don't know. Why you just stop right there? She just could have been at the line. People hate watch? Yeah, I guess that's true. But then they also have to like bring everybody down with them by commenting, right? It's like adding an extra layer to it. Oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, that too sharply feels. That too. I mean, there's a reason I haven't been back in Russia in 30 plus years. Suramor is asking, where the hell do I know Russian? They didn't say it like that. Sorry, I added that part. I embellished. I was born. Yeah, I deal with. I was born there. We made it, kind of. Geiger, I'm ancient. Third person Mighty Bull has come in. Uh-oh. So I missed. We were told during our mortgage search to look at credit unions too, and I'm pretty sure we emailed this group, Lower East Side People's Federal Credit Union, and they actually had decent rates, but Chase matched them. Oh, when I was talking about that comedian before, another stream, the one that said he's like in his 70s and also still does stand-up comedy. And he joined the dating site for people his age called Carbon Dating. His name is Andy Huggins. He's very funny. He said something like, when I started doing stand-up comedy 40 years ago, they told me it's a good way to meet women. We'll see. It's pretty funny. I mean, come on. Well, I had a date on my walks before. I always had it. It was always at the back, though. So I imagine it probably got cut off. And I thought maybe I should try changing the static part, which is always the beginning of the stream name, to something more dynamic that changes on a daily basis, rather than like live NYC walk, to see if that does anything to stimulate the algorithm. But who knows? Don't be the sandcastle smasher. Yes. Oh, this might be a cherry blossom. Oh, did I miss anything? Oh, I missed the Baron Garden membership gifting event. Oh, how was it? I missed the train, the bridge stats. Shoot, I missed it all. How did we do this week? I didn't see it at all. Shoot, what happened? Yeah, his name is Andy Huggins.
No, not just buy.
Why did the bull go to Wall Street? Because he wanted to become the next big billionaire. You know it's a good joke when you punctuate it with LOL. Oh, it was a new record. I missed it. Oh, I didn't even know I was making a record. I guess I really wanted to get off the bridge with the umbrella in the rain. Nice. Go me. Gent City TV, good morning. Carmelo in the Philippines, hello. Was there a question from Adam Shaw about projects in NYC still considered dangerous? I mean, okay, I know there's a stigma around associated with like housing and NYCHA, but like, you know, it's another kind of a stereotype thing where you're gonna have good and people trying to do the right thing everywhere, and you're gonna have people trying to do something questionable everywhere. You know, it just is what it is. But it could be anywhere. Yeah, sure, there's still some neighborhoods with higher crime stats. Of course, it's just a thing. And I guess you could look at socioeconomic data there and see and correlate, but you know, yeah, you could have awful neighbors and expensive buildings, absolutely. While I really don't like the way co-ops handle the things, I mean, I guess they are very restrictive with what they put in, so at least in theory, it could be a community, but it's also like an echo chamber of like the same, just the same. It's all the same. RJ Jones, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the temperature's holding cool at 21 degrees Celsius. All the modems are contributing. Ibrahim and Turkey, hello. All right. So I got to get a better cable. This cable's pretty good, but it's too short. It's too short for when I want to use like my stick to extend the thing above my head. Oh, another bot on kick. Extreme window tinting, good morning. Missed you before. Yeah, the gifts are completely random, it's right. Boy, just did my own posture check. Oh, looks like I missed this one. Oh, there's quite a few cars queued up. Guess we wait. We should check the cherry blossom. Ah, it's still green. I mean, still red. Oh, I could have crossed 8 times by now. I didn't know this one was that delayed. I forgot. Chris Bates over on Twitch followed too. Chris is everywhere. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. It's not me. You got kicked out by YouTube? What do you mean? What happened? No, hasn't chosen wall decoration. We're not there yet. I'm still anxious because I'm worried that the co-op management people aren't going to approve the contractors to start work like immediately after closing. Like, I'm going to start doing things myself. I'm taking the afternoon off after closing, and then I'm going to rip up the carpets myself. I want to see what the condition of the floor is. The entire floor is covered. Wall-to-wall carpets, including the kitchen. So I want to get rid of all of them and see how much of the floor is salvageable. Oh, that's poop. That's smeared poop. Poop smears. Yeah, usually there's an extra delay on traffic lights by schools, and I should have realized because I know there's a school there. All right, let's see what we got in Stuy Town, flower-wise. I think those are cherry blossoms on my right, diagonally across the street. And I think if we go up on the M level of the next hill, where playground 5 is, I think, those had some nice flower trees also. Flowering trees. Oh, cars are coming now. Abby UK, good morning. Oh, let's go. We actually went to Home Depot Saturday because Grandma Commuter took the baby out to Long Island. So we were going to pack more, but we decided to stop by Home Depot to learn about floors. And boy, did we learn about floors. Oh, but there's really nice flowers around the oval right now too. Let me do an in and out on this M and then go back towards the oval. And anyway, we met a guy named Michael at the 23rd Street Home Depot, and it turns out he's like the guy about floors. He said he's been doing specifically flooring sales and other work related to floors since 1986. Oh, did they add a little dog run here? Star magnolias, magnolias, magnolias. Already losing their leaves over there, but this used to be a very, very flowery tree that I always remembered. Anyway, I think that's playground 5. So anyway, we talked to him for 2 hours, and we learned everything about floors. And at this point, he says, you know, everyone wants these solid hardwood floors, engineered wood. He says, just get laminate at this point. It's not gonna discolor over the years, apparently. It's really easy to maintain. They have these new click-in features where you can just replace panels later if they ever do get damaged somehow. But he said don't use water. use like something called Dibana or something like that. Anyway, I was floored. Yes, no, we haven't moved in yet. No. Oh, the rain is coming again. He's like, laminate or even vinyl. He said after dealing with wood and all sorts of floors for 40 years, he says they've come a very long way, and he recommends like laminate first, then vinyl. He says there's no commission for him. He says it does help his numbers, but he doesn't get any extra money. But I know that's what he says also. So who knows? But then he went to the demonstration phase. He took a sample. He took like a vinyl sample with a really sharp edge, and he started banging it against engineered wood and against laminate. And the engineered wood got a bunch of dents right in the wood, but the laminate had no dents. It was completely smooth, even after assaulting it with a rough, very sharp edge of laminate, of a vinyl sample. Do I walk every day? I mean, I walk every day one way or another, but we don't stream our walks every day, which is what I'm assuming the actual question was. And he was a metalhead. He said he's been to 17 Iron Maiden concerts, Arch Enemies. It's like he even got to the point where he was showing pictures of himself at a hospital recently, you know, doing a picture with. He was nice. He was a really nice guy. If we do have to buy floors, we're gonna get them from him, because you can just order from him and then the contractors can install it. But he also made a point to say, like, I guess he works for Home Depot, so he has to say stuff like that. But he said Home Depot follows manufacturer instructions for installing floors. So they have to make sure there's a leveler, if it's on a concrete base. And that's the only way they maintain warranty. Because sometimes contractors will just like glue things down straight to the concrete and not level stuff. And that kind of messes things up if you do invoke warranty, because it has to be installed the right way too, apparently. Yeah, but I guess in terms of longevity, it makes sense too. Septic topics. Now that is a floofy dog. The apartments in this area, depends. Wow, the leaves are already coming out on these cherry blossoms. It's like over $4,000 for a one bedroom, I think. I don't know the exact prices anymore, but these are all market rate now. Used to be rent stabilized. I mean, listen, best case for us right now, we rip up the carpets. We already know there's parquet flooring under it. Best case scenario, like 95% of it is salvageable, so we just buff it out, and that's it. Polyurethane, I guess, and be done with it. Minus the kitchen, which needs something. Well, we just want to do whatever's fastest. We don't necessarily have the luxury of time, but the floors is the one thing you really want to do before you move in, right? We could always get a new fridge, a new oven, if we want later on, right? But once you have all your crap in there, the floors are, that's it. It's hard. Well, he was also saying with these parquet floors, and we also heard the same thing from the contractors, if they've been down for a long time, as soon as you try to like start buffing them, they'll just rip up off of the base. So they're not. He said the parquet floors are like a cheap thing that they were just doing 50 years ago. So I don't know. Anyway, you can see every ding though in all those wood floors too. I'm all for. I don't care about synthetic, whatever. If it looks fine enough and also lasts longer, that's good enough for me. Laminate the pelvic floor. Let's do it. Oh yeah, I think these cherry blossoms are done. We saw their peak already. But were you doing floors for 40 years, you know? You gotta fight Michael now. I don't care about window dressings. Yeah, I don't know. Every single Manhattan apartment I've ever seen always has parquet floor. Yeah, these are done. Look at them. A lot more leaves are coming out too. Javier, hello. Might be some different species of cherry blossoms over there. And these are star magnolias. Floors are social that's right. I'm just gonna put water in and swim everywhere inside. A lot of apartments in New York also have, like, the building rules require 80% of your floor to be covered with a carpet anyway, so we still have some of our carpets that are fine from our current place. We don't have allergies to that kind of stuff. But I know of still $5.99 cash, $6.99 credit at the BP gas station. And this umbrella canopy is like really soaked. We go to the middle. And then see, oh no, it's still green on the other side. Good, Anakin. Well, we're hoping the parquet floors under the carpet are okay, except for the kitchen, which we know is not. And then hopefully just salvage that. That's the ideal state. But we'll see. Ideal case. But if it can't be salvaged, then we have to remove it all and do something else. Hey, I guess it's always possible, Wade. Who knows? Do I like hardwood floors? I don't really care. I know there's this whole thing about people liking them a lot, but I don't really care. Just like my mom was telling me the other day, oh, you have to get like, you don't want to get semi-gloss paint like you have in this other apartment. It's like a little bluish. It makes it look smaller. I said, I don't really care. I don't really care about the color. Anyone can choose whatever they want. It looks smaller, okay. Does it actually mean I could fit less stuff in it? No, right? It doesn't really make a difference to me. Oh man, this water smells like eggs. Lasagna floor tiles, oh boy. It has to be made out of real lasagna. Ugh. I hope the Esplanade's open. It should be open when it's just rain, but you never know. This complex is in charge of that area. floors in quinoa. Wait, did I miss that question? No, I don't know about that. The mighty bot, nice. The mighty Control C, Control V. Command C on Mac? I don't know. Kind of wish I saw a jogger run by me in this direction to see if they're going to get turned around or not. But I think we'll be okay. I think I missed Liz OC. Hello. Let's see. The wind is getting worse, of course, by the water. And it's open. Oh, but you can't make it an umbrella out of quinoa. GPT is losing its edge. Kevin Park with the farts. No, yes, let's just say it is. It's the East River, and then Jersey City across from East River. I know I'm being ridiculous. The East River. That's Long Island City, Queens, and Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Tomas Glock says hello. Oh, you said it for me anyway. Hello. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was. It's not me. Pretty sure it was. I haven't watched the new Daredevil. How is it? I like the old one. It's all the same actors, right? I like Vincent D'Onofrio a lot. My favorite story about Vincent D'Onofrio is a local one. Apparently he lives or lived, I don't know where he is now, but in Gramercy, in that area. And they also had a childhood friend who grew up right there. And apparently after a snow day, I guess all the kids weren't home and my friend's mom was trying to shovel the sidewalk, and then Vincent D'Onofrio came by and offered to help shovel the sidewalk. It was very nice of him. But he seems like a nice guy from all I've seen on his interviews and from his interactions with his neighbors. It's the same writers too? Interesting. He uses his powers more? Aren't his powers like echolocation or something? Thomas had snow just a few days ago. Wait, the new Daredevil's not on Netflix? I thought they were both on Netflix. Glad that it's only really getting to us now and not the rest of the stream. Nope, I have my device on my neck. I showed you both my hands. Or around my neck. Well, this is getting some snow. Oh boy. Ooh, yeah, that's more like it keep pouring. What's the temperature in my backpack now? 21 degrees. Twitch or YouTube? Dealer's choice. I think Twitch is a little less latency So if you were to open up both YouTube and Twitch streams, I think the Twitch stream would come first. I think that one comes first. Has less latency, but in terms of quality, I don't know. Twitch has less bitrate going to it. I'm limited to 8,000, but I'm sending 9,000, like almost 10,000 over to YouTube. Oh, New Daredevil's on Disney? Oh, I didn't realize. But it's all the same writers. It's apparently the same. Yeah, Ambrose said it's the same thing. Same writers. So I guess it doesn't really matter what network it's on if the writers are all the same and the actors are all the same anyway, right? But yeah, this is the East River on my right. For those asking. That ferry is called Starlight. Starbright. Oh, just Starlight. Oh, it's just because their license expired? I see. I mean, yeah, all this Marvel stuff is owned by Disney anyway. It's like a drizzle. It just seems like it got brighter all of a sudden, though. I guess there's a break in the clouds somewhat where we are. Oh, they hired a new crew to do the writing. They sucked, and they got the old folks in. That's good. Do I say temperature in Celsius? Oh, when I'm talking about my Bella box, because on my Bella box it's displayed in Celsius. Oh, down to 20.4. Wow. Love Tennis Will Travel with a Canadian 279 super chat. Appreciate that. Super support. And Kevin filed taxes. Good, he made it. Hopefully you get some money, or you're even, but hopefully you don't owe money at this point. But maybe it depends on how you earn money. If you're independent contractor or self-employed, I guess you're always paying taxes. Still sniffles. Oh man, I lost my... There we go. Username Baj, thanks for the follow. Luke Skywalker, good to see you again. Thanks for hanging out and supporting us on all the platforms. You're going to do your sister's taxes? Good luck. Yeah, we like our tax guy in Sunnyside, Queens. Very good. I don't mind paying for his services. I wonder if there's a tariff on D's. Oh. The Citibank, or the Altice building now, is just buried in a sea of tall buildings. It used to be like the tallest building in Queens, and you would just look across there and see this big Citibank building. Now it's just there. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining. Here they're not tariffs, just Vogue, that's right. Anyway, which one did you say is particularly voluptuous? The September issue. It's nice and filled with pages. Leaves more of an impact. NCAA finals for Ambrose, and he's going to fight them both. Oh, raid suggestions. The 80th Barons in Greece. Okay, let's send friends over to Greece today. Let's leave the country. September 2007 issue specifically. All right, let me try to do this with gloves. It's never easy on Twitch with gloves. Also, the Twitch interface still does that thing where it pops up while, like, it looks like it's done loading, and then you press something, and then it's still loading something, so it changes the positions of everything you pressed. You know what I mean. 88th Baron is in Athens. Did that work? Yes, it started. Okay, great. And do I still have OBS? Nope. So I got to reconnect that. That should be back. Okay, great. Yeah, this is definitely a good day to contribute to the 529 while things are on sale if you have cash sitting around. But who knows? Maybe it'll go lower. But never try to, don't time it. Don't time it. Oh, that specific issue wait, there's a whole documentary dedicated to why that issue was so big? Interesting. I might have to look into that. All right, thanks everyone for joining today. Hopefully you enjoyed our commute in this wet and wild weather from Brooklyn into Manhattan. There goes Starlight, the ferry. We had a little bit of tech stuff going down halfway through, but seems like that improved, and it seems to be related to the wire. So I'm done with the other wire that I'm using. But yeah, thank you for your Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships. Thank you. Subscribers, thank you. Non-subscribers, thank you too. But if you're listening and not subscribed, do think about it. Helps us out, helps the walkers out too. If you're on Twitch, thank you for the follows, thank you for the subs. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use one of your free Prime subs to reduce or get rid of ads on Twitch. So if you have don't have YouTube Premium, but you do have Amazon Prime, that's one way you can get ad-free viewing over on Twitch. You could even keep both open so you can see the chats from both places if you really wanted to. That's up to you. Squeeze the building, yeah. I do that sometimes. Thank you for your thumbs on YouTube, and thanks to the mods everywhere. So until next time, which should be Wednesday morning for a commute to the Upper West Side, have a great rest of Monday and Tuesday, and we'll see you Wednesday morning about 6:15 a.m. New York time, so adjust for your local time zones accordingly, and that'll do it. So until then, have a good one again, and we'll see you soon.